So I'll say good morning again. I'm your substitute today. I'm Margie Miller, and I'm going to share my screen today, if I remember how, and I think I did it. Is that
You
correct?
did it. Good girl.
Oh, yeah.
All right. There we go. That's why I get the big bucks. A, a free class. So today we're going to do the tet, which is another vowel, another letter, obviously. A tet is no different if you look at the bottom than a tav. It equals a tav. It's just that there are two T letters. No reason, don't ask. I have no idea why. I don't spell. It's in English, why there's multiple ways to have a C sound or an S sound. We have it in English, and there are a few times that we obviously have it in Hebrew. So it's interchangeable other than knowing how to spell, which I do not know how to do. And we're going to have no expectation of you ever spelling anything until you're in advanced who knows what. So we don't really care. And don't ask me why. One's a tet, one's a tav, one's a not a clue. But all we have to do is know how to read it. And so it is just a very simple tet. Let me just, if you're writing these names of letters on your pages, if you have the book, T-E-T, it's how I spell it, not a, I don't think there's a right or wrong way to spell tet, but it's a short E, obviously, but it's a T letter, period. So, and what we're going to do today, because once we learn tet, I realize I'm just kind of catch you girls up, ladies up. We're going to do the Shema and the V'ahavta today. So I don't know if Anne had told you that, but that's what we're up to. We could either look at it in this form, or we can look at it line by line form. It makes little difference. So that you now will know after learning tet, all the letters that we should be able to do the Shema and the V'ahavta, which is like our prayer. If you had to come down to prayer books, as far as I'm concerned, prayer books should be like 4 pages. We believe in God. God is great, and thanks a lot. The rest of it is just variations on a theme, and not necessary to repeat it 1,000 times, but I guess it is, because wiser than we have decided Sidors have to be a zillion pages. But bottom line is, the Shema is our morning and night and twice a day. And you're supposed to be saying the Shema when you literally dying. It's supposed to be on your lips. And so it's the bottom line of what we believe in our faith, that we believe in one God. So we'll get to that in a moment. Let's just learn the tet, not that complicated. It's a T, regular T. So now that I no longer have your pictures on the side of my computer, and Margie, if you ever get on, if you let me know, because I'm not going to call on her.
Yeah, she's on.
Oh, she is on. All right, I have to stop sharing screen to find her. But so you're here, Margie. Very nice. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
And oh, there you are. Good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And where are you from? We're just doing a where are you from thing.
Oh, from Bethesda, Maryland.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Okay.
Where are you from?
I am from Baldwin, Long Island, grew up in Valley Stream, a Long Island girl. And I don't know if any of you, if I've met some of you, I don't remember, because it's, looking at names here. I'm the immediate past president of Women's League. And so if you've heard my name, that's who I am. And, but don't have any expectations of my Hebrew being that proficient, but good enough for this. Okay, so we're going to just go running through these lines. We'll do a couple of lines each, apparently. So I'm going to make this as large as I physically can, so that until it gets blurry, so that you can see it. Again, tet, no different. And it's just a regular T sound, nothing complicated. So the first line, I'll just show you, it's this, t, ta, t, te. I can't see it, ta, to, tu. Those just a review of the vowels, and in case somebody's actually listening to the recording. So we'll start with Dorothy for no reason other than that's how I wrote your names down on my sheet. So if you can read, 2 sentences, I guess, or, well, you know what? Let's just do.
Okay. So
Go
terem.
1 minute. What's the last letter of that word?
Isn't it a mem?
Yes, I just didn't hear it. Sorry.
Okay. Terem.
Yes.
Baterem.
Yeah, almost like an yeah.
Betrem. That sounds better. Betrem. How? X. Yitzir.
Yes.
Yitzir? Yeah, Yitzir. Nichara.
Not correct. What's the second letter?
Oh, va.
That's right.
Nivra.
Niv,
Nivra.
Nivra. Good.
Nivra. Okay. T. Mishpatim.
Yes.
Okay. Torah. Umitzot. Umitzot.
Yes.
Okay. Hukim.
Chukim. Excellent. Oh, that's still your line. Sorry. You got a
Yeah,
lot of stuff. You
hukim.
got to,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what? We're going to stop you for a minute, even though it's like off number. So line 3.5, we'll call it that. If we have Janice start there.
Umishpatim,
Yes.
Otanu, Limadata.
Yes. Limadita or limadta, depending on how your cantor or rabbi says it. Okay. Very good. Keep going though. And you don't have to do the letter by itself. Tuh, you know, tuh. Okay.
Lishpot, Ki, Va, Lishpot, Haaretz.
All right. Excellent. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. Leslie.
Yishpot, Tevel, Tzidek,
Be se dek.
Betzedek, Ve'amim, Emunato.
Right. There you go. You lost the whole syllable there. Very good. Want to keep going?
Okay, two Vecha,
Good.
Shabaenu,
What's the first letter?
Shabenu, Mito Vecha.
Okay. Mitoveka. Very good. And line
I
7.
think it's a scene though. Isn't the
Was that
a scene? The dot is on the left side.
What line? I'm sorry.
oh, you're right.
I looked down for a moment. So I lost you. What line were you on?
Line 6.
Okay. So to vecha. What's that?
I said Shah.
That's why I went back to you. That's right. I stopped
Did
you.
it
I knew
stop? It's just
yeah.
the sun.
It's never
Oh.
right to sin. So its shin is on the right.
Okay.
That's why I kept going back and I was like, wait a minute, that wasn't a shin. I knew it wasn't.
Sabenu. Is it
Sabenu.
Sabenu?
Sabenu.
Okay. Me to vecha. Me to vecha.
Me too, vecha. Good. Very good. Okay, everybody see that? Me too, vecha.
Mhm.
Very good. Line 7, Helena or Helena, I'm sorry. How do you say it, dear?
I say Helena, but I answer to anything anymore. Over the years, when you have a name like that.
That's okay.
Tehad.
Nope. The Dalet has a dent. The resh is rounded. So that's an R.
Okay.
You're close. You were very close. You just had the
yeah.
wrong last letter.
The hair.
Te hair.
Hair. Ya te hair.
The ta hair.
Hair.
The
The
ta hair. Good.
La.
Not la.
La. But no.
Close, but what's the vowel under the lamed? I'll make it a drop bigger. There we go. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoa. Where'd it go? Oh my God. I lost it. Okay. I lost it. There we go. It's an E. So it's Lee,
Can't see the
they,
number.
no.
I can't see a number. I don't know where I am.
Number 7.
Yeah, but, the screen.
Oh, I made it too big. Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay, no, you can make it a little, okay, fine. I get rid of my pictures. Where am I?
So you're on line 7 on the left side of the dash, and you're on the second word. And you had the letters right. Your vowel wasn't perfect. So it's
Okay.
Lee,
La,
Lee Benu.
They knew,
Yes, there you go. Do it again. Look at that word and say it again.
la, their new,
Look at the vowel under the lamed.
la,
No, it's E. It's a 1
I'm
dot. It's a
sorry,
little
Lee,
hard
I'm
to
sorry,
see
Lee.
it.
Lee,
That's it.
la, new,
Let's do it again. Lee Benu.
they, knew,
Yes, there you go. Lee
Okay.
Benu.
la, yav, baruch,
Not quite.
La.
Sound it out slowly and we'll do it together. Go ahead.
la,
But it's not really a la, it's a
La.
li, like almost like a short I.
le,
Li,
le, ya,
what is that letter?
ya,
Well, it's not like, you're not wrong, but it's one of those like confusing, what do you do with those shavas? So the second, I'll give you a hint, it's a 4-syllable word. Okay, I'm counting it in my head. So it starts with a le, like almost like an L apostrophe with that shava. The in is silent and it has an under it and it connects to the V. So it's av. Le, av,
la, the, dach,
decha.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at that, everybody. Le, av, decha. In all fairness, every time you have the shavas and they're next to each other, sometimes it makes a syllable, sometimes it doesn't. My class we're just going to shoot them. They confuse everybody, including me sometimes. It's like, well, I don't know. Why is it like that? I don't have an answer why it is, but that's the word. Okay, so
the, mot,
you're using the vowel correctly on the first 2 letters, but not the 3rd letter. It's the same vowel. Be, met.
met,
There you go. Very perfect. Look at that word, everybody. Be, met. Same vowel, all 3 letters. Be, met. Everybody see that? When you have the shava next to the vowel on the aleph, it's supposed to shorten it. I have no idea what that means in English, but so just ignore the fact that I just told you that. It's supposed to shorten the vowel, but I don't know how you shorten it any shorter. So it's met. Very good. So just a couple of the vowels that you're confusing, but you did great. Very good. Let's make it a drop bigger or smaller. Okay, thank you. Let's go to Eileen on line 8.
Toe, ta, foat.
Yes. Does that sound familiar, anybody? It's going to be in the Shema in a minute. Very good. Keep going. We'll keep going.
The ha, you,
Yes.
the mo, ta, foat.
The L with the shava under it, when it starts the first, the beginning of a syllable, the beginning of a word, almost like if I said to you, B'nai Brith, it would be like B apostrophe. So it's almost like a short I-ish. So it's litotefot.
Okay, litotefot. Bon.
Not bon. What's the L?
Bang.
There you go.
Bang. A ni chem. A ni chem.
All right, one little off. The A is correct. A, nay, chem. The
A,
vowel
nay.
underneath the first two are the same, so keep them consistent. A,
Okay,
nay,
Nay,
hem.
hem.
chem. Excellent, very good. Now, I'm not losing you, Margie and Mary. We're gonna keep going here. We're gonna do this. So Margie do 11 and 12 and Mary do 13, 14. So we'll start with Margie.
Talit, Torah, Totafot,
Good.
Ner, Tamid, Tefillin.
Very good. Obviously, these words at the bottom are going to be real words used in real context in 2 seconds. Very good. And Mary?
Okay. To,
Good.
Tove.
You did it
Uh,
right.
Um, Tova,
Excellent.
Emet.
Very good. Now keep going, girl.
Okay.
You're on a roll.
Ta, ha, Tahara,
Now, the last letter isn't hey, it's a silent.
oh, ta, ta, ha, tahar,
No, no, ta,
tahara,
ha, ra.
ra. Okay,
Right, right.
tahara. Um, uh, Buried.
Yes, there you go. Just now, everyone take a peek, just because Mary had made that mistake at the beginning. Look at the last letter of those two words on line 14. The hey has a hole in it, you see? If it was a head, it would be straight line, and the tav on the left has the toe. So there's little ways to remember them when they look similar. So the tav and the hey, different, but just don't confuse them. Don't confuse them. All right, so here we go. Most of you know this prayer and say it probably by rote. So what you're going to find is that you might have been saying it wrong if you've been doing it by memory since you were 12. And then you'll catch the mistake saying, oh God, I thought that was it ended with a T or it was a V versus a B. And you're going to catch mistakes and say, oh my God, I didn't realize that was how I've been saying it wrong for 50 years. But let's just take 1 second to talk about the Shema. Hold on, I'm actually going to do this. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to do this back and forth. I'm so excited. Oh, I get to see you all. Very nice. Hello. Shema is easy. So what do you know about it? And does anyone want to share anything they know about the prayer? And what makes, to me, what makes it very unique? It seems, and I'm not a scholar. I say that up front. It seems to me that it's the only prayer we have that gives instructions about what to do with the prayer. Most times you say a prayer and you just say the prayer. God is wonderful, whatever, the poem, the psalm, whatever it is. This one is not just that we believe in one God. What does it tell you to do with it? What does it tell you to do with that prayer? Literally that sentence. I'll read it to you in English. Hold on. I Googled it because my Sidors, I'm trying to sell my house.
That goes to say that you're supposed to teach it to your children.
Yes,
And
yes.
put it
right.
on your doorpost.
Yes.
And
you say it when you what? Rise up and when you lay down.
Right.
So you say it when you get up, you say it when you go to bed. You say it on the doorposts of your house. So what is that called?
yes, on the
This
doorpost
is
of your house and on your gate.
On the gates. What do you do? The 4 frontlets between
So
thine eyes.
so that you can remember and do all of God's commandments.
And you put it where? What else has the Shema inside of it?
Between before your
Right.
forehead.
That's right. So what is that?
The boxes.
Right. So this one
Fill in-
literally
to fill in
tells you,
boxes, yeah.
that's right. So this one literally tells you, you put filling on, you put it on the doorpost, you teach it to your children, you have an obligation, you put it on the doors of your home, you say it when you rise up, you say it when you go to bed. Doesn't say here, you're supposed to say it when you die. There's a 3rd and 4th paragraph that we don't know, trust me. It's in the Sidors, I'm sure, that the Reform movement doesn't have, because the second paragraph talks about retribution and whatever. And the third paragraph talks about fringes, and they don't really wear, they're not obligated to wear, you know, the talit or the fringes every day like the Orthodox kids do under their clothes and the garments. But so you'll see a little differences depending on what shul you go to or temple they go to, and you can say, what happened to that other paragraph? But we're just going to learn the first one, the Shema and the V'ahavta. And so this one literally tells you what to do with these words. I don't know any other prayer unless I'm wrong, and I certainly could be, that literally gives you the instruction manual what to do with the prayer, which I think is kind of cool. And so we're obligated, not only is it our most sacred, to me, the sacred words that we believe in a God, you know, we're obligated to teach it to our kids and to, you know, say it twice a day, da, 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 da. So I think that's kind of cool. And it's the one prayer. And why do, I mean, I never grew up that I put my hand on my eyes. We didn't do that in my synagogue, but you know, I might close my eyes, and obviously most people, you know, cover their eyes. And why do we do that? Because the rabbi
Out of
doesn't know that.
respect? Is it respect?
Well, not, yeah, that's
Or-
true. Not quite. We want to concentrate that these are so, this is so much who we are, the bottom line, that we really want to concentrate on this and really have no distractions around us. So by covering your eyes or closing your eyes, it's just like drowning out the noise, that we really can say this and believe this with our heart, with our soul, with our might. You know, that's that first line in there. And so I think it's kind of cool. Again, if I was writing a prayer book for people, I'd have, you know, 3 pages in it, but this would be one, you know. So anyway, so that's just my little take on the Shema. And so we're going to do this. We're going to learn to say it, and then we'll be singing it, hopefully. So let me go back to my share screen now that I've perfected this little skill here. And voila. Okay, so the Shema. And we're going to say it for a couple of times, and then we can attempt to sing it. And pretty universal, the tune that most know. There are other tunes for this. I learned one. Oh my God, must have been in camp. It was, I'm not a great singer, but it was something like Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. I've never heard that again, but that was 1960 camp. I remember it, but it was a different tune. But almost any synagogue you go to is going to be the Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. We don't say the second line loudly. We do mumble it and say it quietly, except on Yontif. Then we say it. Whereas if you go to a Reform temple, they say both those first 2 lines loudly. Just putting that out there in case you're wondering when you go to visit a neighbor why they're not saying it, and we mumble it and they say it out loud. But we do say it out loud, Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. Okay, so let us go, and we'll start again with Dorothy, and suck it to us. Anywhere you want to go. You want to do one line at a time, and then line 2 will be that next word. So we'll do that. And does that make sense? Everybody good? Okay. So what time is it? Okay, Dorothy.
Okay, Havod.
Oh, this isn't the whole Shema. This is not starting. You want to do the prayer? Would that be easier? Let's do it. All right, let's see how we do this thing. Yeah, let's just get to the fun stuff. Page 48, if you have a book.
Yeah, I have a book. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll skip to the fun. Let's get into it so we can feel like we accomplished this. Okay.
Okay. Well, it's easy because we know it's all.
I know. Don't. Now,
Israel.
I should have you read it backwards. Let me just.
Okay, but I'm going to read it. Anyway. Okay. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Just do me one favor. Shema Yisrael Adonai. Read me the next word.
Eloheinu.
Good, good. I thought I heard that closing up the chet instead of a hey. Echad. Very good. Well, you got the easy one. I should make you suffer more. Keep going.
Okay. Baruch Shem Havod Malachuto Laolam Va'ed.
Okay, so that's line 2 is when we say it, except for Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Yom Tov, we say that line very quietly. People mumble it. They almost don't say it out loud. Have you seen that in shul?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
right, but so you still should know it because we do say it and we say it under our breath. Okay, so you got the easy. I have to remember that. Dorothy got the easy stuff. Okay, Janice, let's go with the harder stuff.
The Avta, 8, Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohecha.
Thank you.
The Behal, Levavcha,
Levavacha.
Uvchal. Did I say Uvchal, Nafshecha,
Yes.
Uvchal, Modecha,
Me'odecha.
Me'odecha.
Very good, very good. Line 4, Leslie.
V'hayu hadvarim
Yep,
ha'eleh
good.
asher
Asher,
anohi
good.
mitzav. Ooh, wow.
Well,
Mitzavcha.
no, and you're gonna say how come it isn't versus what it is, and you'll know because when the rabbis and they can't just sing it, you're gonna say it made it a 4th syllable. Mitzavecha.
Mitzavecha hayom al le vavecha.
Very good. Levavecha. Levavecha. There you go. You took it apart and made it correct. Perfect. Helena.
On 5.
Yes, dear. I lost track myself. Do 5 and 6 at least.
She Tom.
Close. Almost right. What's the first letter?
She.
No, the very first letter is a vav.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Line 5.
She. Nanatan.
Okay. And you wouldn't be wrong, except you are, but it's not your fault. I don't think. So you have to, when you hear how they say it, it's kind of like in English, when there's a syllable and you say, how come they say it that way? Like half of our words in English, it's just because it's just because. So it's don't forget the Shabbat at the beginning is almost like a short I. She, nan, tam.
Shin.
She, nan, tam. She, nan, tam.
Nan.
All right, you're on line 5, the second word.
La.
Not la, it's le, almost like a eh. Le.
Okay. Le. Van. Nen.
You're right there, you're almost done. Le, va, ne.
Na. I can't get the last letter.
That's okay. It's a final chaf with an ah inside it, not to make it more difficult. So, yes. So look at the word, and I'll say it for you. Le, va, ne, cha.
Ka. Okay. Ka.
It's a final chaf
Ka.
with an ah inside.
Oh, I see it.
Right.
Okay.
There you go. So let's just do that again. Le, va, ne, cha.
I got it. Okay.
Good.
And-
Good. Two more words, honey.
The the ba da da ta
Le di bar ta.
I gotta make it big. I gotta make it bigger. Okay.
That's okay. And if you have a notebook, you can write it in there with a pencil. The V is a letter with its little I sound. So it's V. The dalet has an E. So it's V, D. Keep going. Bar. The bet and the resh are together. Bar, ta.
Ta.
And the last word is easy. It's
Bon,
one syllable.
But bomb.
Yes, there you go. Bomb. Vi, di, bar, ta, bomb.
Got it.
Perfect. There you go. Just, those letters and the vowels get confusing. So just keep practicing your vowels. Okay. The 3 lines that are not marked, we're going to have Eileen do them.
Ashiv taha.
What? I'm sorry. Do the first word again. The first of that little group.
Bashiv taha.
Be, be,
Beshitaha.
bishiv, decha.
Teha. Beshiteha. They teha.
Right.
Tav.
Okay, not quite. Let me just move it up. I don't know how to do that. Yes, I do. Let's take a look at that second line.
Uv la
Uv is
left.
together. Uv,
lech tech.
Le techa.
good.
Techa.
There you go. Whoever said that wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay, look at it.
Techa.
Uv, lech, techa.
Uv techa. Avad de re rech. Uv vasha shaf shacha.
Uv, hold on
Bache.
a second. One second. Uv, uv,
Uv
shach,
shach.
becha.
Uv shaf. Uv vasha.
No. It's uv is one syllable.
Yeah. Uv
Shach is one syllable.
shav.
When you have 2 of those shabazz next to each other, you separate it out. They're 2 different. So
Okay.
they're separate. So uv, shech,
Shech.
becha,
Uv shek. Bacha.
becha.
Becha. Uv kumecha.
Okay, and I'll just do it's not your fault. It's the shabazz that are confusing. I can't explain it. So I'm just telling you how you say it. It's uv, ku, mecha.
Uv kumecha.
Uv, ku, mecha. There you go. It's
Mecha.
it confuses everybody. I promise you, you are not unique. But when you see the 2 together, what with that first word you had, go with the first one with the letter ahead of it and combine them, and then the second one's by itself. It separates. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It's hard for me to explain it. Just it is because it is, like your mother made you. Because your mother would say why, and your mother would say because I said so. Okay. So it's a little blurry to see it. I hope you can. And we're up to Margie, I think, on line 7.
Ukshar tan.
Ook.
Ukshar tan.
Good. There you go.
Le oat al yadecha
Good.
v'hayu litotafot
Yes.
bein einecha.
Perfect. Mary.
Let's see. Uvta becha, be, uvta be,
Uch.
uch,
Tav.
tav,
Tom.
oh,
That's okay.
uv,
It's not a V. I'm so sorry, and it's not your fault. It's the font. The second letter is not a vet. It looks like it has that tail to it a little bit on the right side. It's not. It's a che. It's a chaf. So it's uch,
Uch, uch,
tav,
tav, um,
tom.
tom.
Good. Look at it again, and now
Tom.
you do it.
Uv, uv,
Uch.
uv, uv, tav, tom.
Good. Just do me a favor, and you don't have to say anything. Look at the second letter and the fourth letter, and you can see
Oh,
why
okay.
you're confusing them. And it's the font. You can see this little schmutzy here, so I get it. So just notice that the bottom on the bet is a nice clean line at the bottom. That cha, it doesn't have it, even though it looks like it has a little bit of a tail. So
Okay,
it's
that's a very
uh,
good good
yeah.
place to see the difference
That's
because
right.
I get them mixed up all the time.
I get it. You and everybody else, sweetheart. You and
Tom,
everybody.
Tom.
Ooh,
Okay.
Tav, Tom, very good. All right, I know it's hard to
Okay.
see that bottom line, but go ahead, try to do it.
Okay. I'll
Yes,
Ms. Zot,
Very good, almost. Me, su,
Z-
zot,
Mezu Zot,
good.
Be Techa.
Yes,
Is that a V?
yes, it is. There you go, there it is.
The he Sha Mecha.
U, V, sha, recha.
Sha Recha.
There you go. Look at it again, everybody. U, V, sha, recha.
So what happens with that yud near the end? Does that
It-
just get
It just shoves, it's just one of those, like, it's just hanging there for no reason.
okay?
It's just there to confuse you. That's why they
Deg-
put it in.
Decoration.
There
Both
you
of
go.
those
Just
decoration.
to make you nuts. That's right. You and everybody else, trust me. Echad, Yisrael, Yisrael. We're not going to do this. Let's do the Shema. Now let me make it a drop less. How are we doing on time? I'm so confused. This is a 10 o'clock class, right? So, okay.
Mhm.
I'm so used to watching my hour time in the wrong direction here. Okay. So Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Look at that dalet. It's a dalet, not a resh at the end. The dalet has a dent in it. The resh is rounded. So don't confuse that. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. See it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha Elohecha bechol levavecha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha v'chayu had darim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha vishinam vishinar tam. I can't even read it myself.
No,
It's very hard to say it.
no.
Vishinar tam livanecha vidibarta bam Vishiv techa Bevetecha uvalehtecha videbrech uchshach becha I'm sorry, uv kumecha. Got myself confused here. Without my glasses. Uk shar tam laot al yadecha v'hayu l'tota boat ein einecha uch tarv tam al mizuzot beitecha uvi sharecha. I think I made a mistake myself in the middle there. Okay, I think I made my own mistake because going slowly, it's hard to do when you know how to sing it. So wait a minute. So if I can screw it up, you guys can too. So let's see who can attempt to do this. Let's do maybe the first 3 lines, but we're not starting with poor Dorothy because she got the easy stuff last time. So let me go backwards, Mary, and you're going to do the first 2 lines.
I don't have to sing it, do I?
No, you do not, dear.
Okay. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem
Shame.
Bech
You're going now? Okay, be careful.
Bechod
It's it's a K and then a V next to it. Kivod.
Kavod
Good.
Malchute To
Malchuto.
Malchut To
Good.
Leolam Vaed.
Vaed. Excellent. There you go. All right. Now we're going to go backwards. Margie.
Behavta 8 Adonai Elohecha Bechol
Good.
Levavcha
Vavacha. That's all right.
Levavcha Uvchal Nafshecha Uvchal should I keep going?
Yeah, just finish that sentence, that one word.
Mi'odecha.
Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Eileen.
Vahayu Havarim
Yes.
Ha'ilech
Ha-e-le.
Echad Elech Asher Anoki Mazavcha Chaim Lecha
Oh, wait a minute. Stop. The al le va vecha.
Al Levavecha.
Perfect. Stop. I
Okay.
lost track. Helena. Poor girl. Screwing her name up every minute. Helena, we're going to start pointing like you could see my pointer. I'm so sorry. So it's in the fat paragraph, 1, 2, 3 lines down, 3rd word.
All,
It's
all,
It's Helena.
Allah, the ka,
All right, you're starting
Va.
there. It's let's just do that again. Al le va vecha.
vashi. I can't see it. Vashi,
You can't see it. It's not your fault. It's vi shi nan tan.
Natan.
Tom.
Tom. La, le,
That's better.
va, na, nu,
Not quite. Le, va, ne,
le,
cha.
ka. Okay.
Look at it again. Le, va, ne, cha. Good.
The, di, ma, the, okay. The di, ba, reta.
No. It's one, two, it's 4 syllables. So the v, d, and put the bait and the resh next to each other together as one syllable.
Bear,
Bar.
bar, ta,
Yes.
okay.
V, d, bar, ta.
Bon, bomb,
Very good. Bomb. Yes.
shi, tan, ka.
Okay, let's do the same pattern we did before. The bit is by itself as a syllable. Bit, the shin and the they put together, the they. So it's
Shi-
bit,
shi-
shiv,
shi-
te, cha.
ka.
So look underneath the vet and the tav. It's 2 of those shavas next to each other. So break up that as a syllable. So then the vet goes with the shin. So be, shiv, te, cha.
The shi- the ta.
Good. One more, you're almost done.
Nay. Banaya ta.
Okay, take it apart. Do it slowly and take it apart. What's the first syllable?
Ba.
Be. It's not an ah.
Okay. The.
Next syllable.
They.
Yes, good.
Ya.
What's that letter? That third letter.
A yud. Yeah.
It's a no, forget the yud. The yud is, you just ignore it. It's part of the A.
Okay. Ta. Ta.
Te,
Te.
and the last part of the word is what?
No.
No, that's not a final nun. It's a final chaf. So it's,
chaf.
look at the word and I'll help you. Be, ve, te, cha. Now, when you have the final nun and the final chaf, the final nun is skinny and the final chaf is much wider. It goes, I don't teach you guys.
Okay.
If you
okay.
picture a box, just picture a box. I do this with my class all the time. Where does the letter fit in the box? The nun, the final nun is a very skinny little, it doesn't fill
Okay,
across
good
the whole
to know.
top. The final
Okay.
chaf goes across the whole top of the box. So it's much
Uh-huh.
wider than the final nun. So look at that letter word again. Be,
Yeah.
ve, te, cha.
Ah, ta. Okay. Got it.
Good, okay? Did you get that?
Got it.
Okay, very good. Thank you for doing that. I know it wasn't easy. Okay, Leslie, am I up to you?
Oh, okay. Ouvle,
Oof, leave it together. Oof. Go ahead, next
Oof.
syllable.
oeuf, lech, te, cha.
Yes, yes,
Oeuf,
excellent.
lech, te, cha. Ba, bader, baderech.
Yes,
Oeuf, shach, oeuf, shav, becha.
you had it right the first time, believe it or not.
I did? Oh,
You did. Uv, shach, becha.
shach, becha.
So again, the first and third word on that line have 2 shavas next to each other.
Yeah.
So separate the syllable in the middle of them. The first part of it, the first letter before you break the line up goes with the letter ahead of it. And then that next one has its own space. So you've had that, it was the same, well, close. So look at that line again. Well, that word again.
Oh, that word,
Uv
uv,
shach
shach,
becha.
uv, shach,
Becha.
becha,
Good. There we go.
uv, chomecha,
Ku.
umecha,
Very good.
umecha,
Uv ku mecha.
uv, kumecha,
Good.
uv, uv, shar, shartam,
Ook. It's a K. Ook
shar,
shar tam. Very good.
shartam, laot,
Yes.
al,
Yes. Okay, take a breath and you're not next. Leslie. Okay, Janice, finish us off on the bottom here.
Vadecha v'hayu latotafot bein einecha uchtav tom
Good.
al mezuzot beitem uvi
Not Beitem.
beitech
What happened to the inside the final chaf?
beitecha
Yes.
uvi sha'arecha.
Uvi sharecha. So take a look, everybody. You did that. That was great. I want you just to take a look at the line, the next to the last line. Bain einecha. Look at the final nun, how skinny it is along the top. If you had a box, it would only fill up the right-hand little corner, but the final chaf goes across the whole little box. See it? It's much wider.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you have the two of them together.
Bain.
Bain einecha.
No.
But it's nice when you see them like right there, so you can see the difference. Go up one line, second word. There's your dalet and your resh next to each other. Va de rech. And there's your dalet and your resh right next to each other. And the dalet has a little bit of a dent in where the resh is rounded along the top. It's a smooth line going from across the top down. See it?
yeah.
So when you see those kind of letters that are similar to the next guy, you have to note by the font of the printer of that particular book which one it is. And sometimes it's nice when they're right next to each other, so then you can see the difference. Well, I could ask Dorothy to sing the whole thing, but I dare not. You ready?
No. Not at all.
Not at all. Oh, no. Yes. All right. So you tell me when you're tired, but you get the first two lines, which are easy. So keep going. And when you say, oh, God, I've had enough, we'll go to somebody else. Go ahead.
Okay, so Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem
Now,
Shem. Sorry.
there you go.
Baruch Shem Hadeh Havod. Sorry,
Kavod.
Havod Malchuto La'olam Va'ed.
The word right before it. It's not a la olam. Again, the shava, when it starts, make it like it's apostrophe with a short I.
Okay,
Le
La'olam
olam.
La'olam Va'ed.
Va'ed. It's a D. Good.
Yep, I said it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Va'ed. Va'hachata.
V'yahavta.
Yahavta. 8. Adonai. Elohecha.
Hecha. Close.
Elohecha.
Very close. Very good.
Bachal.
Be. What's with you guys? Don't like that shava at the beginning.
Bachal.
Bechol.
Bachal.
Levavcha.
Levadcha.
Levavcha. And how it fits in. It's levavcha. Levavcha.
Levavacha. Okay, levavacha. Uvchal.
Uvchal. Two shavas next to each other. So put the first letter to the right and keep the second one by itself. Naf shecha.
Nafshecha.
Very good. There you go.
Uvchal.
Uvachal.
Uvachal. Okay. Enough for me.
One more word. Go ahead. One more.
Okay. Modecha.
Me-o-de-cha.
Meodecha.
Okay. Oh, you want to keep going? You go. Keep going, girl.
Vachayu.
Yes, Bahayu.
That's a Hadkarim.
Hadvarim. Good.
Oh, sorry. Hadvarim.
Hadvarim.
Hadvarim. Ha'ele.
Yes.
Ha'elet.
Yep.
Ha'ele.
Ha'ele.
Ha'ele. Asher. Ochi.
Ah.
Ochi.
What's the letter? What's the vowel on the nun?
Oh, it's a noun. Okay. Anochi.
There you go.
Matzah. No, it's not. It's a.
Now you're going to hear the sound of it above. So it's me savecha.
Mitzvah. Oh, mitzvah.
Vecha.
Mitzvah.
Mitzavacha.
Mitzvah. Hayom.
Hayom. All right, we'll stop you.
Okay.
You did great. You did great. No. No complaints here. Janice, keep going. Third line. Al.
Al liva vecha.
Good.
Vashi non tom.
Good.
Livanecha. Vadi barta bam. Vashivtecha. Benetecha.
What's the second letter?
Oh,
Not a nun. It's definitely not a nun.
Bevetecha.
There you go.
Uv lechtecha. Venderek. Derek. Uv shechbecha.
Uv shach.
Uv shach.
Becha. Good.
Uv kumecha.
You don't need to do that. It's uv.
Uv kumecha.
Good. Keep going.
Uk shartam. Leot.
Good.
Al yadecha.
Okay, we'll stop for a moment. Leslie, finish this off.
Vahayu. Omar.
I love that you're making this mistake and it's not your fault. The tav, if you kind of went upside down, it would almost look like a mem. I don't ask. Those are T's. Those are a new letter, that tet letter. I'm sorry, not tav, the tet letter.
The tota vote.
Yes.
Vote.
Yes.
Bain. A necha.
Good girl. Yes.
Uf tav tom.
Yes.
Al mitsu me sot.
Yes.
Metsut.
Yes.
Beitecha.
Beitecha.
Beitecha. Uv sharecha.
Uvi.
Uvi
No, you had to write the first time. Uvi sharecha.
Uvi sharecha.
Again, when you have these syllables, and you like how come it's split there, it's no different than learning in English, why it's spelled, one way or how it's pronounced one way or the other way. It's just have to learn it. And when you hear it's sung, you'll realize it's just how it is. So, all right. So it's 11 o'clock. All right. So when is this class? Oh, it's done. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh my God.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me stop sharing. I'm so,
Yeah, stop
how do I
sharing.
do that? Stop sharing. Hold on. Stop sharing. You survived.
Mhm.
Very good.
Fabulous. Practice your vowels. Some of you are just confusing a couple of the vowels. The shabazz, everybody gets screwed up. But the one thing we noticed with those words, those long, long words, when you have two letters and the shabazz are underneath, take the first one, you're reading backwards. Take the first one, move it to the guy to the right of it and make that a syllable. And then the next one gets its own sound. And we had that in a lot of the words in this prayer. And so that's a good way to know. Again, when a shabazz starts the word, make it like it's almost like the letter in an apostrophe, like b'nai brith. When you spell b'nai brith, there's not a short I in there, but that's how it sounds. And many of you are giving it a vowel sound that's not an I. You're giving it an ah, but it's not an ah. So just be mindful of that. And so I don't know if you have homework, but I would say once a day, read the Shema V'Ahavta. You can do it when you rise up or when you go to sleep. Knock yourself out, or do half of it in the morning and half at night, or just do it once in the bathroom a day when you're sitting. Anything, just practice it, and don't do it by memory because you don't catch the mistakes.
Yeah.
I almost sometimes when you're really learning something you kind of know, I'd say read it backwards because then you can't just
It's true.
just
Yeah.
do it in